And welcome to Stress Relief Yoga. We'll start in about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes. Alrighty, I think we're going to get started. So again, welcome. And let's start just seated in a comfortable cross-legged position. Think of your practice like self-care not just for your body, not just for your mind, but for the breath itself. The breath is our prana, our chi, or our energy, and this is what sustains us. So it's the connection between all things physical and all things mental, and thus it becomes our spiritual. So that's our energy. Part of that is why we start when we're seated, trying to keep the knees below the waist if possible. So relaxing them down, sitting a little bit forward. As you come forward, your collarbones then come over the creases. Let's do the square breath, which means you inhale to a count of 4, hold it to a count of 4, exhale, holding it, and then breathing again. This breath has also been studied with the military, and doing it for some 5-10 minutes or longer has literally shown on scans the calming and quieting of the body, putting it into a different mental state. In this 45-minute class, we don't do that as long, but it is an introduction to quieting yourself. So take first finger and thumb. This has the power to root us, to connect us, our body, to the ground. Closing the eyes, quieting the mind. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeating, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top of your inhale. 3, 4, and then release through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the base of your exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last set. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale your arms up. Fingers connect. Stretch tall and pull them down. Halfway down, right to heart center. And find a moment of pleasure in the self. Appreciate yourself. We'll call it self-appreciation. And that's our intention, to appreciate the self today. And then we'll take the deeper breath, the encompassing cellular breath. So bring the hands down and inhale them up. First, it's the lengthening. Then it's the stretching. So we're stretching the upper arms here, but we're also making a lot of space in the chest for the lungs. So bring up the arms again. And this is your inhale. Hold a long breath. Inhale. Lock it in. Arms back. Lock it in the center, pulling the belly button in and up. Start to form. Coming over, bringing up the arms, and then tighten further down into the glutes and into the pelvic area, still holding the breath as long as you can, expanding your lung fields. Start to let it sip out. And another sip. Coming all the way up until you finally have released the throat lock. And then take your shoulders to your ears and then release them. Feel the difference. Tension and release of tension. Once more. Inhale and exhale. We'll just roll them once forward and then once backwards. Take the right arm out to the side. Make sure you can just still see it in the peripheral glance. Bring your left arm across. Turn your head to look over the left shoulder, keeping the chin up. And then tilt your body to bring that right hand down. Reach up with the left. Still watching that hand out of the peripheral glance of your eye and bring it over. Still looking off to the left. And then turn your gaze to look down at your hand. Let's release. Take the left arm up. Right hand across towards that shoulder. Turn to look over the right shoulder. Bring the hand down. Lift up your right. Keep seeing it in your peripheral glance as you fold over to the left. And then at some point, turn your neck looking down at your hand. And then bring yourself up. Let's straighten out the legs here and flex the feet. Sitting up straight, same idea, collarbones over the creases. Pull the right knee in and up. 2 more. In, up, lubricating the knee, the synovial fluid in the knee. Keep it up. Take your left hand to the outside of the foot. Even if you have to bend a little bit, Let's get it out so you grip around and then turn your whole body to the right. Pulling the belly in. Come back forward, cross over the right hand, pulling that leg in towards the bow. Release the right hand back. Take your leg across for the IT band stretch and pick up the right arm. Let's bend this knee and put it down. And we'll do an open twist. So keep the foot lodged against the straight leg. Right hand comes over, left hand, right hand, and press back. And then walk your hands back in. Take that left arm around in front. Pull everything in here so you can press against that, pushing it over, turning to look over the right shoulder. And then come back. Let's pick this foot up. And you've got two ways to rock and open the hip. One is putting the foot against the upper arm. And then your upper arm goes around the other side, connect and rock. If that's not comfortable or available, put the right arm under and the left arm under and rock. Same effect. Opening up the hip, which is the tripod for the body, that which we're standing on. Once you're done rocking, take a hold of the foot and open it out. And then set it down. We'll feel a little longer right now than the left, but we'll take a forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, straight spine over the legs, wherever you land. Lengthen with your inhale. And go down further with your exhale. Stretch to come out and pull yourself back up. Bring that left knee in and up. In, up, in, up. Keep it up. Right hand to the outside. So once again, you got to pull everything in so you can turn as well towards your left. Cross over and pull it towards your hip. Once again, release the left hand, put it behind you, and take the leg across the midline for the IT band stretch. And pick up the left. And then put the foot down. Sitting up, the open stretch to the right. Left hand, left, pressing down. Coming back, closed, stretch, right arm up, outside, push, push, push to turn to the left, look over your left shoulder. And opening up the hip, pick the leg up, whichever way you did it on the one side, do it on the other. Either way. Or try both. See which one you like. And then pulling it back. And setting it down. Point the toes this time for our forward fold. It gives the stretch a different part of the leg. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, descend. If you're using blocks too, that can be a help to have them on either side for your descent. So inhale and exhale. Let's stretch and bring ourselves back up, and then flex and point. And flex, take them out to the sides, scoop around, take them forward, and scoop around for the ankle. Putting the legs now out to the side. And rock a little bit back and forth, keeping the idea of the hips being open, especially if you've been sitting a lot or even if you've been walking or biking. You tend to use a more narrow-hipped stance. If you golf, it's nice to be able to have a wider hip stance. Press your arms against the inner thighs there, pushing back. And then let's come over to the right. Picking them up and over to the left. Got a lot of ligaments and fascia coming into play here, so don't force it, the inside, outside, underneath, and above. And again, over. And back. This time, we'll go right into pigeon pose. So come up, press back, come over. Once you're there, we're now focusing on the back leg. Stay front, so you're on more the front glute, the front sits bone. As you stretch out, knees down, your back leg, and face over your right knee. So you can make it more active by being on the ball of the left foot there. Or you can relax the foot down, pressing your toenails into your mat or your ground. Keep your front foot flexed. And we'll stay here for 2 breaths. If you become tired, of course, you can always bring yourself down. And then gently bring yourself back up to both legs up. And just be aware and mindful of the difference you feel on one side as you're stretching it out, releasing inflammation from the body. So let's come over to the left. See where your left leg is, feel comfortable with it. You're sitting forward so you can prep. There's space under the right glute, so you have room to take this leg back. Same idea, and you're certainly going to feel different one side to the other. So you can be on the ball of your back foot, or you can press it down. Staying up or coming down. Coming down is sleeping pigeon. Keeping your breath regular. And then let's come back up. Bringing the knees up one last time, keeping them out to the side. Let's take the right leg up, stretching it out. Actually, and we're stretching from a different point in the hip than when we just did pigeon. Take the left one out, bringing it back. Now we're going to bring both up, so sit a little bit back on the glutes. And bringing them up. Let's bring them back together, bound angle pose or butterfly, soles of the feet together, opening up. Remember, any tightness here, use your hands to pull away from the hip flexors. Sitting up, inhale up, shoulders and collarbones, exhale over. Inhale up, rounding, exhale. Inhale. Once more, flat back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Helping them up and come up onto all fours. Spread the fingers. Middle finger can be straight forward, or if it feels better for you, remember the whole idea is the whole shoulder and hand are moving together. You could have your index finger pointing forward and the other fanning out from there, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, and we'll cat-cow here. Arching the back, the belly falls and the head comes up. Inhale. Rounding as exhale. Push up from the mat. And then inhale. And exhale. Once more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Coming to neutral. Give some relief for the right wrist by taking it up and coming under for thread the needle. This time, let's just keep the left hand straight over the head here. And ideally, press the toenails down into the mat. Coming back up, left hand by the face, root down, rise up, and come back. Relief for the left, up, threading underneath, come down onto your left shoulder, stretch out the right arm. Bring that next to the face, press down, rooting down, connecting to the earth, yet rising up and down. Stretch out your right leg. And let's take it over to the left and twist, twist, twist to look at it. Take it up, take it out to the side, and take it back. Toes point down, toes point front, toes point down, toes point front, toes point down, and take it down. Left leg shoots out, stretching it. Bringing it over to the right and twist. Lift it up and take it out to the side. Toes pointing front, toes pointing down. Slight rotation in the hip because we're open, keeping that open hip. Out and back. Last one. Out and back and down. Flip your hands over for the stretch in the wrist. Flip over, watch the thumb, press it down, and back. Step forward with the right. Reach forward and twist to the side. Bend the elbow, touch the earlobe here. Bringing it back down and taking the leg in. Reach forward, come up, bend in. Keep the knee pressed close to the body. Inhale it up and exhale it down. Curling the toes to come to downward facing dog. Pressing back. Head between the biceps. And imagine this as a resting pose. So your exhales are long and deep. You're feeling relaxed. Your head is right between there. You might pedal a little bit just to give some length to the hamstrings, to the backs of the legs. Pull the belly into the spine. That gives a little muscular work without doing a sit-up. And maybe turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Roll over to high plank and then bring those knees down and press yourself back to the heels, straightening out the arms. Opening up the back. Inhale up, elbows back, and come up to baby cobra so you're just bent down a little bit. Press yourself back up and do the same thing again. Back to the heels. Rolling up. Coming down, baby cobra. And then bring yourself all the way down, and let's take the arms out to the side for seal pose. So they're not at the straight out, they're at an angle here. And if you can, stay on your finger pads because you're also using the muscles in your upper spine. Inhale yourself up. And exhale down. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Elbows now come right under your shoulders. So right now you can see my shoulders went up to my ears. You want to press them down as you rise up for Sphinx pose here. Continue to press up from the belly button, pulling it into the spine, and then turn to look to the right as you bend your left leg. Transverse muscles working across the spine and down. Look to the left, bend up the leg. And then let's come all the way down and crisscross, releasing the spine there. Going to upward facing dog. Hands under the underarms. Stretch up, high cobra. Lift up off the thighs. Press back till you just can't bear it anymore. And flip the feet over again, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. And look towards your hands. Let's walk up to the hands. Hang over, let the head hang. Stretching out the neck. And come up halfway to a flat back. And inhale yourself up and down. Stand for a moment in mountain. Pressing your shoulders down, pressing the feet down. Being aware of 4 corners of the feet pressing to the earth. Step the right leg out and the arms come up. Inhale up, over to the right, coming back up, and bring them down. Step the left out, inhale up, over to the left, bringing them back up. Feet together, we'll do a back bend, inhale, and exhale over. Come over, swan dive. Halfway. Flip the hands and the shoulders. Take them around the back. Pull them out. And do a forward fold here. Let your hands float down. Widen your feet. Left hand down, right arm up. And then bring that right arm behind the left over towards the ankle, the opposite ankle. Maybe you can peek under your left arm. Release that. And substitute arms. Left arm up. Thread it underneath to grab that right ankle and look under your right arm. And then put both hands down. Walk them forward for a deep, wide, downward facing dog. Press back towards the heels. Let the head drop. Maybe the wider you go, the easier it is for you to get the heels down. And then let's look up, bring the feet together, walk up to the hands, forward fold, look up, arms out, inhale, and exhale. We'll do a sun salute, knees, chest, and chin. One movement, one breath. Inhale, we'll bend. Exhale, come down. Onto the knees. Inhale, look up. Stretch out the arms. Exhale, bring yourself all the way down. Maybe the brow touches the mat. Coming back up. Inhale. Exhale back to the knees. Curl the toes. Keeping your exhale. And then inhale, look up. And bring yourself all the way back up. And down. Coming into tree pose, right leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lift it up to tree. Press these hands firmly together. This helps the balance in the mind and the brain. If you want, your tree can grow and bloom. Complete another breath as you bring your leg down and rotate side to side. Left leg. Inhale. And exhale. Remember, striving for symmetry. What you did on one side, repeat. And one, exhale, more. Bringing yourself down. Let's rock back and forth on the feet, keeping them active. And then step forward into a warrior one. Front knees bent, back is straight. Symmetry has both arms up. Asymmetry, stretch the leg and reach forward with the left. So this is our inhale. This is the exhale. Inhale, and the brain is working to adjust asymmetry and symmetry. Exhale. Last one, bringing them both up. Warrior one, step together and step back for the other side. Both arms come up. That's our inhale. Come as low as you feel comfortable. You know, if you ever can get your thigh parallel to the mat, that's a good job. So inhale, exhale, right arm goes forward as the leg straightens. Bring it up. And breathe out. And bring it up. And breathe out. Last time, bringing them both up to warrior one. Bring the back leg in. It's coming to warrior two. Right leg out and the left. Same idea. Sometimes you see people real low to the ground. If that's not for you, don't do it. We always make the posture fit the body rather than the body fitting the posture. So warrior two. And inhale, straighten up. And exhale, remember strong postures, warrior postures. And come up. Reversing the warrior. And this time we won't bring our forearm, we'll just lean forward so there's nothing to lean on. Come in front of the body And take the left arm over. And again. Inhale. And a long, easy exhale. Come back up. Both toes forward, hands on the hips, and halfway over. And up. Keep the feet where they are and come into warrior two on the other side. Make any adjustments. So heel to heel. If you need to be wider, go wider. If you want to be narrower, you can also go narrower. So hips face front, knee faces to the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Opening up the body. And coming through. Slow and graceful. Opening. And releasing. Always there's a give and a take. And come up. Both legs up front. Hands to the hips. And come halfway over. And up. Straight legs. Right one turns. Arms out. Shift forward to come into your triangle. Feel free to take your block if you want in front, your book, your block, and press back against that invisible wall. Triangle is a nice open pose. Press up. Both feet come forward. Once again, hands on the hips. Halfway over and come up. Open up the left foot, keeping both legs straight. Pull up. Bring out your arms and float to the left and then down. And then come up, toe, heel together. And let's come back on down to seated. Remember, self-care, self-compassion. Bringing the arms up to twist to the right. Look over your right shoulder and turn the head to look over the left. Cross the arms and come into eagle arms. Hold them up and into the belly. And then open them up. Take the right arm over and the left arm behind. Maybe reach hands. And bow forward. Release. Inhale to the left. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Turn the head to look over the right. And left over right, eagle arms. Inhaling up. Exhale, press them in. Bringing them back up to take the left arm over. Bring it as close to the head as you can so it gets to the middle of the spine. And then the right arm comes behind. Maybe your fingers touch, maybe it's just at your waist. Regardless, you inhale up and exhale over. And then bring yourself back up and release the arms and bring your inside leg outside. as you inhale and exhale. Chin to chest. Taking it up. Head back. Open up the throat. Open up the lips. Separate the teeth. Right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left. Straighten out the legs. We're going to come down onto the back. So you can just help yourself down, or you can press down while keeping the spine straight and bring yourself down in one piece onto your back. Bending up the knees. Put your right ankle over the left knee. Reach for the space and pull it all into the chest. Sciatic stretch. Keep your feet flexed. And then a little muscle tweak for the lower glutes here is like continue to let this right knee go over the left and very, very gently separate your ankles a little more from each other by pulling out to the side. You'll feel it hopefully right in those tight muscles in the glutes, right where you sit. We don't often get to stretch those muscles. And when you've had enough of that, just relax it. Let your knees fall to the right. Bringing them up, fall to the left. Bringing them up. Left comes over the right for the sciatic stretch here. Reach the space and pull it all into your chest. And then let one knee fall over the other. Reach for the ankles or whatever you can reach there. And just start to separate, to pull apart to the side. Once again, always because we are asymmetric, one side will feel tighter than the other. One way will feel easier than the other. And let that go. Bring the knees down. Both knees fall to the left as you look to the right. And then they fall to the right as you look to the left. Take both legs straight up into the air. Flex the feet. Arms to goalpost arms, and let the blood rush towards the head. This is an inversion. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, some might like to keep their legs against the wall in this position, so you have the support of the wall, and that way you could go right into Shavasana with your legs up like that. Otherwise, let's bring the hands down, press everything down, no space underneath, so that you can slowly, without any pain to the spine, keep pressing, bringing the legs all the way down. Mine landed on a thing. And then relax, opening up everything, but closing the eyes. This is the final pose. This is your Shavasana. Nothing left to do but breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, care and compassion to the self. Allow that to bathe through your organs and to enter into your mind. If with each inhale you think care and self-compassion, that's like a form of conscious embodiment, so that after a while it becomes norm for you to Inhale to yourself with self-care and compassion. We have to care for ourselves so we can then expand that caring, that beautiful caring, to other people, things, places, and ideas. So you can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you wish. Otherwise, I'm going to have you take a deep breath and then an exhale. And as you exhale, let your thumb flutter over each of the fingertips. Each represents an element of the universe: fire, air, space, earth, and water. So you're connecting yourself with all those universal elements, yet within yourself, you have fire, the heat of your body, of your breath. Air is your breath. Space is between the organs, all that you have. Earth are the solid forms within you, your kidneys, your liver, everything solid, your heart, your bones. And water is the fluid running through you, the water, the blood, the lymph, but also the chi that you've created, the energy. That is also your connection, pinky and thumb, to the universe. Take your knees up. Let's turn to the right side. Just briefly in that fetal position, for the wonderful opportunity of believing after each yoga class you can start fresh. New thoughts, new feelings, new being, new sense of self. And then when you're ready, you're pressing yourself back up to whatever comfortable seated position you want. Press down gently on the knees, lower the head. Look at your thumbs and then bring them up right to the center of your vision. And then let them settle, heart center. From the divine in me to the divine in you, thank you again for participating in my class, participating for yourself, for others. Namaste. Thank you, thank you. So I appreciate you being there, and I'm glad to have some moments to share. See you next time.